Hey, what's going on, guys? We're back with the next part of our Learning C# tutorial, and what I want to do is today we're going to cover checking if the character we hit is the correct character or not. And what's strange about this, or what's not strange, but what's interesting about this is eventually we're going to want things like you have to take out multiple people in the right order, so it's not just going to be one person. So what I want to do is just clean this up a little bit. And here we're going to do a public game object, and we're going to do targets. Now, hopefully this will be in order. In fact, a better way of doing this, because it's easier, we'll import the system.collections.generic, which gives us access to this fancy class called a list, which inherits from iList. We want a list of game objects. We're going to call it targets is equal to a new list of game objects. And what's different about this, it's basically the same thing as an array, which stores multiple of the same type of variables, except that we can use our add and remove and several other fancy functions that we can use to speed along the process. And what I want to do is we'll make a private int current target index and we'll set it equal to 0. Okay, and what we'll do is if character equals targets sub current target index, then it means that's the correct character. Now, you guys notice that I'm getting an error with this, and the reason for that is because this is a static method, and a static method, if you remember from the last video, is something that is not tied to an object. It can be referenced at any time, which means that it doesn't have access to these properties which are based on the object. Remember that, you know, because these are properties. Let's say I have two level managers. One can have a current target index of 0, and another can have a current target index of 1. So that's why we can't have it. Only references static properties, and we don't have any static ones. So what I want to do is we'll do if this equals our level manager, dot instance dot targets, and actually I'm gonna go ahead and put I here and I here, and we'll do level manager I equals level manager.instance. Although this is, honestly, it's not really that much of a big deal. This is the only code. It's a single if statement, which is a super small amount of resource time, but still, just to keep in mind. So if that is our target, then we're going to current target index we're going to add one to it, and we'll do if I dot current target index is greater than, or we'll do is equal to, rather, the I dot targets dot count. Then we'll do a level manager dot notification dot a better way of doing this, instead of another notification, we can go ahead and either create the code in here or reference a method inside here. So for now I'm just gonna say we got them all. Okay. Otherwise, we'll make an else statement. We'll do a level manager dot notification dot wrong guy dead. and then we're done with here. We can go ahead and pass or call in our second notification, and then we'll be able to do things based on that. And we don't have a handler for that yet, but we'll go ahead and make that in the near future. And then in here, let's alert all the other alive characters. So we'll do, we'll make a public list of game objects, and we'll call them all characters. Actually, instead of game objects, what I want to do is we'll do character, which is a class that we have not yet created, but we're going to go ahead and do that soon. And so actually, instead of character, we'll do I character, and then we'll do for each I character C in I dot all characters. We'll do C dot alert. Okay, and then the end level we'll do inside here. For now, we're just gonna go ahead and print U1 until we do some more mechanics. We're not gonna mess around too much with that. So I'm not gonna go ahead. Well, okay, I'll make this abstract class and then finish up with this video. I'm not going to go ahead and actually implement a generic character. We're just going to create the abstract class. Add a new folder. We're going to call them characters. We get a public abstract class called I character, and a public abstract void alert. We also want a public bool is alerted, and then we just want a getter. We don't want a setter. So what this means is we now have a public bool is alerted that because it's public, any script can access. However, now that we've said get and no setter, if we wanted a setter, it would look like this. But we don't want that, which means that any script can access it, but no script except for this one can set it, which is what we want. And one more thing I want to do is we'll do a public void alert, not abstract. And we'll do if is alerted. We're gonna return. We'll do is alerted equals true, and then on alert. And then here is we're gonna have our public abstract void on alert. Okay, so this is the default method. Okay, well, I forgot we need a private setter, which means no setter for anyone except for ourselves. Here we have our public bool, which any script can access except for setting it, which only we can do, which is fine. Then any script can call the alert function, which is it'll check if we've already been alerted, and if we have, then don't do anything. Otherwise, set us to alerted and call our on alert method, which can be overridden by any inheriting script. So that's that. In the next series, in the next video, I'm going to move away a little bit from here and probably cover sway, something like that. I think, what else do we have to do on our weapon? Yeah, our sway, and maybe some sort of wind system in the near future. Sway will be easier, maybe not wind quite yet, but yeah, that's the plan. So I'll see you guys next time.